Okay, so now I'm in Florida now. I have the same problem with these pink triangle boys. The difference between them, yes, I want my children, you know, that's a long story, probably on a video somewhere in this archive. But they lied. You know what I'm saying? They lied. The pink triangle boys, they lied. And that who is Carmel, you know, Delia Hankinson, Carmel Israel. She is the one that brought in the popo, you know, with me there. They took my children there too. You know what I'm saying? It's just come and get our slave, knock her down, take her children. You know, she's just a slave. We could do whatever the fuck we want to do to her. No one gives a fuck, not even her own motherfucking children care. No one cares. Even when she cries out and tell people, no one still doesn't give a fuck. Both horse and niggers. See, so where the black shit come from? Are no good to the economy in the wild or natural state. So we are no good to them if we are wild. That means that you would, you know, be like Nat Turner, or even the, you know, nigga from the black church, you know, because he said, he was talking and he said that if he was leader like Farrakhan, he said that, you know, he be marching on Washington, or he even said the UN or some shit he was talking about. But he's one that could be wild and wILLy, you know. He's one like Nat Turner. He could be wild and wILLy, you know, like the brother who was in charge of the Black Panthers, you know, with the bald head. That's how come they killed him. They could kill him easily that way. But you know, because our hair, it kind of helps us from strokes, heart attacks, and all that kind of shit. That's how come we grow it. But anyway, you know, I got that from Dr. Vine. He told me that the wild and wILLy, you know, they must get rid of them. And they must get rid of them who are in the natural state. The natural NAT should be capitalized. Natural can go to wild and wILLy, because natural will take you back to Nat Turner. Now, you know, Nat Turner is a Moor. And a free man, although they tell you he is a slave. You know, they lie all the time. Everything they do, liars. So now these two are not good for their economy. So I fall here because I'm still in my natural state. You see, they will write natural state ATE because they can like to eat or eat of my brain. You see, but I am in my natural state. I know who I am. You and no one else, and they don't give a fuck who you are, can tell me that I am not. Because there is so many of you that say, oh, you're not this, you're not that. Then you try to brand me with what you want me to be. But I don't want to be what you want me to be. I want to be whom I am. And whom I am is in my natural state. But this would be an 8, you know? Not 8. See, this is their bullshit. This is how they write. You know, some Babylon bullshit to keep us under stupid ass spells. You go to the TUR, you know? TURA. Go look it up. See what the fuck you find. Then come back and tell me, because I didn't look it up. But I know what the NET is. Now, both of these two must be broken and tight. So I'm going to say that the wild is the melanated man. I'm going to say the natural state, you know, with the 8, because that's life, and the natural state can give 8, you know, like nature, you know. I'm going to say this is the melanated female. So now they say we both must be broken and tied together for orderly production, and that's it. You know, I was part of the baby program. You know, there's a program too. Here's tight, T-I. Tight. Now, you go to bro. That will be the brother. Okay? Right here. The wild. Then you have the K-E-N. It is a male's name. It also means king, and it makes, in Chinese, it means fist. But it means keen, like sagacious, you know, and knowing things and having an ID, an ideal, or be able to teach your children, and you know, and stuff like that. I almost put these two words together to say breast when I was speaking of this, because this is the female. So now both in the United States, see, United States is inside the M and the T. So now both in the United States, B means to bring into existence the brother and the sister and target them. They will be targeted individuals. And now he is beginning to teach an education on how to target us. See, I told you motherfuckers, you should not have fuck with me. You should not have fuck with me. Okay, now he wants to get her. To get who? I would say to get me. You know, to get her. To get the king one. To get the natural state, which is the female, you know, because this is an 8. Don't look at this anymore as ATE. Look at this as S plus an 8. Or maybe even 5 plus an 8, you will get 58. That's me. I was born in 1958. Okay? But 58 is a reason, you know what I mean? Don't mean that I'm on that, because I'm not. And you can tell him I'm not on that, because no one gives a fuck what I'm going through. Now it says both must be broken and tied together. So in order to get me, remember I said I went to the courtroom and no one came, no brother showed up. So in order to get me, they have to target my brothers and tie them up. Tie them up where? The word king, it has a lot to do with your mind. You see what I'm saying? See, because king, okay, you have your brother, but you need a sister too. Now, it is a thing where the sister operates off the edge, and a lot of times they say that, you know, a lot of sisters, and you know, who knows a couple of things about words, they say, oh, I'm not an idiot. Okay, the ed does not actually mean idiot, but it can, especially for today. The ed is like your ID. You know, so the female is the one that actually give the baby the knowledge of the identification. Identification can also go into DNA. And for them to play a game like this, they're fucking with our DNA. You know what I'm saying? So they tied the brother up to get her. That's to get our sisters. And once they get our sisters, they get who? They get the 5 plus the 8. They get your babies. 8 means life. They get your babies. For orderly production. Now, orderly production, it does not only mean for you to have your children in an orderly fashion, as I said. This shit now, it is the past 300 years we've been a slave. This shit now is going into internet technology to keep us slaves. So I don't want to go into every fucking word here, because I really want to get to something else, you know. It says for orderly future. No, I looked this word up. Well, whatever, it doesn't matter. Maybe later I'll go back to it. I looked this word up a long time ago, and sometimes I don't talk to people about things, so I don't keep it all like retaining and files in my mind, because you know, if I retain all that bullshit in my mind, I will forget about me. You know, my files will start to be deleted to take over to their files. So I just will go back onto the internet to give you what this word future means. Okay, but we're going to go in orderly. So in order, future, CIA, and particular, still CIA and targeted individual. CIA and targeted individual. Now we're going to get at, you know, like at 10 action. This word is the act of. So this is the act of getting 10, because this is at. I say it's internet. You take the A, you know, like that. You go at somebody's name. So now they are at 10. The act of being at 10. At 10 what? Targeted individuals. And it still goes on and on and on and on and on. Now the United States be paid to the female and the youngest offspring. Now the United States is to be paid the female and the youngest offspring. Attention must be paid to the female and the youngest offspring. Now when they say female here, I'm going to say the youngest female offspring, because the same thing they did to me in courts, they're not doing to my youngest offspring. And when I go to court, I don't say anything, because I got my children taken away from me like till they were grown. And I don't want to get my youngest female offspring baby taken from her. So I go to court, I'm supporting her. Just me and my youngest offspring, my baby, my son. We support her, no one else. If my son has to go to work that day, you know what? My son, he will let them know. Hey, you know, there's something going on in the family. I can't come in today, but no one else will, because the youngest female the youngest female offspring in my family, she is not worth them taking a day off or getting out of bed, or, you know, because some people say, oh, it's too early, you know. Wow. And the youngest offspring both must be crossbred to produce a variety division of labor. So division of labor, when you know you go in labor, you have a baby, they divide us there too. You know, I think I'd have a video of what the fuck they do to us. But we must be crossbred to produce a variety and division of labor. And they have, you know, in a sense of a way, they have crossbred me and my daughter. See, my youngest daughter, she's bright, you know, and I'm bright skinned. She's bright skinned, right? Every man I've ever been with, when they see her, they think they're seeing me at a younger age. You see. Oh, and my second daughter, she's the only one still in contact, you know, with her sperm donor. So when he saw my baby girl, he just could not stop telling her. Oh, but when he saw my third daughter, he told her too. But he said that, my baby girl, you are the spitting image of your Ima when she was your age. You see? And she is. How could they pit us against each other? Because they said when they come, you know, with the lasers and other mush and bullshit, mind control bullshit, they were going to separate the mother from the daughter and the father and all that kind of shit. You know, it's in the New Testament book, you know. That's the Jesus. You know, Jesus is going to come and separate mother and daughter, instead of his coming from the cloud as, you know, sit all day by his daddy, lazy bastard, coming down and helping out the situation. He wants to come and separate. You're separating a melanated man from a melanated man. It should have said he was going to come and separate the melanated man from that fucking mutant he made with that non-melanated bitch. But no, he's going to come and separate the mother from the daughter and the daddy from the son and all kind of stupid shit that niggas coming to do. You know that nigga came, right? He had to come because that is what is happening. So now they have a daughter, right? And the way they broke a horse in is kind of like the same way they broke me in. Because I don't say anything. It said both must be taught to respond to check it out, a particular new language. What is the new language? The court system. Man, was they? I swear, it was like I was like the dumbass. That motherfucker rode in on in the Bible. You know, he ran in on that dumbass 3 times. It was a female, you know that, right? I found out while I was finding my name. After I could not find out how come me being sovereign could not get me out of jail, and my Abba being sovereign could not get him out of prison. You know, we both were in hell. He was just in the pits of hell. So we had to learn a particular language. In the word particular, you have liar. You also have LAR, which is a deity that'll take you back to image, take you back to God, you know. So now they are the gods. Because now, in the United States, I'm just going to say I must be taught to respond to a particular new language. So I don't say anything that's like breaking me down like they did the horse. And then here they say psychological. I can't read with this. Psychological and physical instructions of containment. United States be created for both. Now the new language is created. So now they're going to con us. Who? The men. Now they're going to even contain us. Contain us where? In the court system, where we must bow down to this particular new language. This should be neo. They need to quit using new like this and get with the neo. You know, neo meaning new. The Greek bastard. You know, them 33 motherfuckers. Then they want to call themselves 3 or D like they 33rd. No, bitch, you only 33. It's just you have blinded all the people. To the very people too. But you blinded all the beings, all the melanated beings. You have blinded us all to you being the 33rd or D. And you are the only 33. You made your shit up. That's why you cannot go RD, bitch. And you know I know the truth. Here you have CIA, but it's backwards, and it was psychological. Now I say these are some pussy motherfuckers here. And all I have to do is take a U and an S and put it in between here, and you'll have pussy. Inside that you have United States. Because these motherfuckers is always in someone's head. Like he said, psychological. There's some pussy motherfuckers to go up in their own motherfucking heads and see they come out of caves and then tell me, why the fuck are you not melanated? Tell me that. I have yet to hear one of you tell me why you are not melanated. Even one of you to tell me a lie of why you're not melanated. Because you will not go up in your own mind. Search up in your own mind that caveman bullshit. There you go again, CIA. You're not going to get rid of the bitches. So now they give us a new language, and now they are containing men, well, in the United States. And they eat, EAT, of both. For we hold 6 cardinal principles. Breaking and trying the horse and the nigger to get her. All inclusive. All in who? See, that's what they give her. They should just say all-inclusive, not in where? United States. Of the 6 principles laid down, which means they own some shit, above, note, neither principle alone will suffice for good economics. So if we don't listen to this language, if we are wild and wILLy, if we have natural state of mind, then we will not be good. Neither principle alone will suffice for good economics. So you need to use all the principles or it will not be good. And then the word suffice is ice. You know why? Because United States is cold-hearted. Cause you're so heartless. Heartless as beasts. In the word economics, it means economics, right? But you know what? They love the bullshit. And they do the economics on the mic. You know, like when they're on Wall Street, that's economics, right? That's done on the mic. And then they have their income, I see. So you start with economic, end with economic. Did you create some new type of full circle word or something? Now, all principles, United States, must be employed for orderly good of the nation. Yep, for the good, for the common good is what they call it. Anyway, if you keep reading this, and I know I do, because I know there's a part in here I need to get to, but it's dealing with the horse. As they say, they broke me down. I go to court, and the judge, she looks at me with a smile, and she greets me with a smile like I'm a friend. And only my eyes could just go and just pull her eyes out her head and wrap them around her throat and tie it in a fucking bowl, take it to the post office, put a stamp on it, and send that bitch straight to who knows what the fuck, but get the fuck away from me, ho. You know what I'm saying? I go in there and I can't say a word, and it's like I lose my energy. And I know the bitch is sucking on my fucking energy. Because when I go to her, I see myself laying prostrate, and I go, yes, sir, master, yes, sir, master. Because I cannot say a word. Or they will keep my grandbaby. And now I find someone, his name wILLy. He say, oh, you go here, you fill out these papers, you do this, you do that. Yeah, I know. I found that like 2009, 2010, somewhere around that time, whenever the first time I found Elder Bay. I even have pages of Elder Bay's page. I went to study in it, so it's the Constitution. Now I'm still confused because now I have to go and I guess it's called an affidavit, and funny, it's called an affidavit, huh? And I'm from the lineage of David, and I gotta fill this out because I'm a nigga. So I gotta fill this out, and then I gotta take it to them and say, hey, discharge that damn birth certificate, But I gotta take it to Master for Master to discharge it. Somehow you gotta take it to the Morris Nation. So now what I want to know is, and see, I need questions to be answered, you see? So now I want to know, okay, where I am at. No matter what I say, what I do, it's like no one's interested in anything I do or say, So wILLy is saying that they're going to start coming around, and it could be true. Because, they also was talking about Walmart shutting down, and stuff like that. And I told people a long time ago, when Walmart shuts down, it's time for the shit to hit the fan. The Ting Tang people are going to rule. The Ting Tang people and the Arabs are going to rule. They're going to put us in concentration camps. They call it FEMA, but it's really China and them new Arab motherfuckers over here naming every fucking thing Babylon. Now they even want to change alcohol into Babylon. Call it Babylon. Wow. The people are so blind. So man, it's just so much flies through my head, so many thoughts. This is 23 minutes in. Now you're talking like heroes.